This is outrageous, man. Hilarious and ridiculous at the same time. This has been trending all over my feed, and this was highly recommended, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome, all my new supporters. I hope everyone is healthy and well. Today, we'll be reacting to Trump's Annex Canada goal, possibly quashed by his respect for King Charles. So basically, shut down. Like, we ain't doing that. Let's go ahead and react to this video. This is highly, highly recommended. I seen this coming, man.
Threats
I'm going to go
annex
ahead and, include my input and everything once we get into the video, but I'm not going to
threats to annex Canada may have stopped because of the president's deference to one man. A new book is offering insight into the role of King Charles. Julia Chapman on this for us. And Julia, the book derives the detail from an interview with the U.S. president.
Levels to
That's
this, man.
right, David. This is a book written by Robert Hardman, a British journalist and royal commentator. It's mostly about Queen Elizabeth II, but it does also touch on King Charles. And he interviewed President Trump back in December, speaking about his relationship with the late Queen, with the current king. He says the US president asked him what he thought about his plans for Greenland. He said he disapproved, and he said, while we're at it, leave Canada alone as well, or you'll make the king very unhappy. Now, Hardman said...
Talking spicy! He said, hey, leave Canada alone, or you'll make the king very unhappy. What is the king gonna do if he's unhappy? What is the king going to do? Oh, we don't want to find out. Oh my goodness. Did they got this on like video or something? I hope like they show a clip or something to this.
What about his plans for Greenland? He said he disapproved, and he said, while we're at it, leave Canada alone as well, or you'll make the king very unhappy. Now, Hardman says the response that he got from President Trump was one of surprise that Canada still has a monarchy, suggesting it wasn't something he was aware of. He says President Trump also lambasted Canada. King very unhappy. Now, Hardman says the response that he got from President Trump was one of surprise that Canada still has a monarchy, suggesting it wasn't something he was aware of.
My pants in the back, man. Is that my hoodie? That's my hoodie in the back, man. Whatever. Pants and hoodies and stuff.
And says the response that he got from President Trump was one of surprise that Canada still has a monarchy, suggesting it wasn't something he was aware of.
How disrespectful, bro. You are the United States president. Okay, wait, you are the president. That sounded weird. You are the president of the United States. And you don't know this? I mean, like, you running our world, you would think, like, out of everything, out of all the knowledge, you don't know this? I don't know how to feel about that. Am I hearing that right? Like,
Canada still has a monarchy, suggesting it wasn't something he was aware of. He says President Trump also lambasted Canada's leaders, political leaders, saying that they are terrible, and complained about where the US-Canada border had been drawn, saying it should have been some 50 miles further north. But he appeared to back away from any kind of threat to take Canadian territory, saying that it wasn't something that he was going to achieve in the time he had left in office. Now, CBC News has reached out from any kind of threat to take hills further north, but he appeared to back away from any kind of threat to take Canadian territory, saying that it wasn't something that he was going to achieve in the time he had left in office.
Oh, now you don't got enough time to achieve it. Now you don't, bro, wait a minute. Now you don't got enough time to achieve it, and you are so big and heavy on it. It's because you see the fight that Canada's putting up. Now you got King Charles on your behind. He ain't about to let you know. He not about to let you do nothing to Canada. For you to even say that to King Charles, I didn't even know. I wasn't even aware that it was better than me. Like, oh. You probably gave him a reason right there. Like, how disrespectful. Like, I don't know. You know what? Let's finish the video and then we'll go ahead and talk about this.
Saying that it wasn't something that he was going to achieve in the time he had left in office. Now, CBC News has reached out to the Prime Minister's office and the White House for comment.
It's done to achieve. You was
The
going to
king
achieve
also
it.
set for a state visit to the United States, I believe later this month. Can you describe the relationship between the U.S. president and the royal family?
It's pretty cordial, fairly friendly. Donald Trump said in that interview with Robert Hardman, he thought that Queen Elizabeth liked him. Their first meeting together lasting a lot longer than it was originally scheduled to. And certainly he has... he thought that Queen Elizabeth liked him.
Queen Elizabeth tolerated him. Queen Elizabeth tolerated him. Yo, I think I just got bit by like a mosquito or something as I'm reacting to this video, because like my face is itching crazy, guys. Like my face is itching crazy. I know it ain't my hair or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo. Like a mosquito or something, bro. I know I wasn't tripping, bro. All right, please excuse that. We're just gonna ignore it. I'm gonna try not to itch my face. I'm like, yo, what's going on? He's probably talking about with the summertime coming. I don't miss no mosquitoes, bro. I look like, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. If you watch this video, just at least look, just say, hey, I was here. Man, this is crazy. Like, I didn't have this in the beginning.
Said in that interview with Robert Hardman, he thought that Queen Elizabeth liked him. Their first meeting together lasting a lot longer than it was originally scheduled to. And certainly he has spoken at length about his respect, his admiration for the royal family. This is really the UK extending its soft power, perhaps in some way in order to improve the relationship between the two countries, which is really at a point of tension at the moment. Particularly over the war in Iran. There's been a lot of very explicit criticism from Donald Trump towards British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. But it will be an awkward diplomatic tightrope that the king has to walk. He, of course, goes while this war is ongoing, if it is indeed still continuing at the end of April. But also, there have been a lot of awkwardness around the arrest of the king's brother, Andrew, in relation to the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. So a difficult time. Perhaps, but of course this is the UK government sending the King and Queen to the United States, and that suggests that this is something they're hoping can help improve the relationship at a moment of difficult diplomatic tension.
Julia, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
So what do you guys think is going to happen? That's it? Just like that, it's over? You mean to tell me all it took was for King Charles to say something? And like it's over just like that? Trump is like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do it anyway, you know. How disrespectful to even say something like that. I wouldn't be able to really accomplish or achieve because like I don't have that much time left in office. Like you still not like, bro, you still going with it. At this point, he's just at peace. Like, I don't have enough time. I'm not gonna be able to accomplish it because they're putting up a fight. Doesn't mean he does not want to though. Like, bro. And it will never, ever happen. But please share your honest thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. How do you guys feel about this, you know? What does this mean for the future of our relationship? The Canada-US relationship. Do you think it's in good hopes for the future or no? Simply because of the fact that King Charles has to get involved. He had to get involved because he seen this was going too far, you know? Now, yet again, Canada is still part of that parliament, which Trump didn't know. So you violating Canada is like violating the UK. And you violating that is like violating the king. So he gonna take it personal. So do you think that the relationship would ever like regain its status that it originally had, or maybe get close to? Because Trump is like calling it off, like, all right, we're not gonna do this and that, and that. Or no, because King Charles got involved, and the only reason Trump was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to accomplish it. The only reason he said that is because it was King Charles. If it was Mark Carney, I promise you, was, well, we're gonna try to get this done, this and that. He would have probably tried to accomplish it before the end of his sentence. I mean, the end of his term. But yeah, he just happened to call it off. So I feel like, because there was a middleman, that forced the situation, I feel like it wasn't genuine. It wasn't genuine, and a lot of people, gonna see through that. A lot of people gonna see through that. Now, I don't know if Trump's gonna come out and do like a public speech, maybe talk to the press, do some interviews. I don't know. Maybe like something with Mark Carney, I think if you came to peace with something like that, like, I'm not gonna be able to accomplish this before my, the end of my term. I think you should make up with Mark Carney. Be on good terms. So since all of this is out the window and you didn't have enough time to accomplish it, why leave a disaster? Why leave such rubbish? Why leave all of these issues for the next person coming to serve our country? Why? Why make them have to work harder to rebuild or regain, or get the other countries, the other world leaders to believe and trust them now and be loyal because of what the last experience was like? This mosquito bite is like driving me crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. It just wasn't genuine, So now I'm just concerned, what does this mean for our future? Will the US-Canada relationship ever truly regain? Will the Canadians? Did you guys, like, say, oh, okay, good. Look, he's calling it off. Like, did you actually love that? Or did you kind of shrug it off? Like, who cares? We already feel how we feel. It's over with. We've been separated, detached, and it wasn't genuine. It wasn't genuine. Even if he Ben knew it, that he wouldn't be able to accomplish such things before the end of his term, which he never would be able to. He would have been trying for a lifetime. He would have been trying for a lifetime. He would have been trying for a lifetime. That's what I'm trying to literally say. But if King Charles did get involved and Trump wasn't really aware, even if he was aware that he wouldn't be able to accomplish before the end of his term, he still would have tried to push. He still would have tried it because he's a very determined man. He probably would have believed that, Carney would give in eventually, hoping he would give in before the end of his term. But since he sees that that's no longer an option, no longer something to just think about, and try to manifest with your mind, however, some way, I don't know, because the king got involved. It's over. It's done with. So does that mean it's over? Does that mean all of this is done? Can we go back to being regular then? So you did all of this and you still you were never going to accomplish that. So all of this was for no reason. And let's just hope that Mark Carney is nice enough and all the other world leaders are nice enough to be able to take in whoever comes in next in office and accept them and be like, okay, let's try to trust this person and see. Yeah, depending what party they come from. But yeah. It's completely up to them. Or they could leave the US in the past now. And everybody else continues to help each other out while we scavenge and hunt and search. Please share your honest thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today to react to this video, man. Really caught my attention. The king shut that down. He said, look, you don't want to make the king mad, Leave them alone, for real. There's a lot of stuff. I just reacted to a video about, maybe about an hour ago. It was like a 34-minute speech. I think it was like 34, 35 minutes. But it was a King Charles speech. And he basically was like going at it towards our Congress. It was his speech towards the U.S. Congress. And he laid a lot of those issues down. And I feel like he was really able to speak his mind right then and there. although it was very peaceful, calm, respectful. I wanted to say respectful and then respectable at the same time. My mind didn't know which one to choose. Very respectable, very respectful. I guess I can say either one. Yeah, I guess I can say either one. But yeah, straight up intellectual. And he didn't have to curse. He didn't have to make faces or be mad or put on an act, you know? Nothing but straight facts laid down on the table that we all can see. Nothing but issues that we all can see. I don't care if you're in denial or if you're with this party, if you work within Congress, you still have to live with the changes and the things that are going on. It doesn't matter. You are a human being. So you understand what's going on, and you definitely know because you are experiencing on a day-to-day basis. Everybody, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn all post notifications on, follow my Twitch, subscribe to all my other YouTube channels in the comments, not in the comments, in the description down below. I'm not cutting that out either. I'm not cutting it out, man. We human. We make mistakes, man. We ain't perfect. We ain't perfect, man. But please follow the Twitch and subscribe to all my other YouTube channels. Flood my comment section with more videos for us to react to. Please, everyone. My Americans, my Canadians, my Brits, my Australians, anybody, please, coming from another country or abroad, if you want to involve your opinion, you know, include your personal thoughts and facts, drop it down below in the comment section so we can all see it. We can all read it and reply to your comments, you know? We can all interact as a community, as a family. I love you all so much. Stay safe, and I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video. Let me know in the comments. Is this just going to blow over? I doubt it. Maybe not blow over, but like, do we have a chance of regaining some type of relationship and doing some more business? Or no, because it was a front. It was a front and he got forced to give it up. He got forced. Oh.